Okay, where to invest as an artist. And let me tell you first about like my approach to this stuff. So basically my goal in doing this is that I only care about making everything as easy as possible for an artist so that they can do as much as possible by themselves, super easy, and can make as much profit with it as possible. So I don't care about any like big industry pop stars or whatever that stuff. I want to focus on artists who want to make everything as simple as possible by themselves and make as much profit from it as possible. Okay, so that is the approach. An important thing related to this, something we're going to be talking about, is return on investment. So when I say like what has the best return on investment, is basically that when you put money into something or time into something, that it has the best return, which can be anything business related, like streams, followers, money, or that kind of stuff. Okay, so we're gonna go through different examples. First, we're gonna go through the beginner situation as an artist, and then we're gonna go through the more advanced situation as an artist. The beginner is like when you're just kind of getting started and you wanna really minimize on spending money on this thing. And then a bit more advanced is a bit more serious and wants to invest more into it. So as a beginner, you should prioritize in having a home studio. And these are the essentials that you need for home studio: a laptop, headphones, and a mic. and then of course the software that you're gonna use to record your music. These are the essentials. You can easily get started with all this stuff. And then if you want to put a bit more effort, bonus things that you could get is a studio monitors, meaning speakers. But if you're gonna do this, you should treat your room, meaning that you should get acoustic panels, you know, in the walls. Or a classic way of doing this is that if you have a wardrobe with full of clothes, you can just set up the mic over there. So this is basically just to stop the room from echoing like crazy. And then you might want to get interface, because this is you know, I have one there, small box that gets connected to your mic, and this basically allows you just to get a bit better mic. If you get a USB mic, then you don't need this, but the mic quality is probably not gonna be so good. But the essentials: laptop, headphones, and a mic. And bonus note that if you for some reason cannot have your own home studio, like maybe there's a big loud family that you're living with or something like that, for some reason you cannot do it, then in that case the most ideal thing you should be trying to do is to find a friend or connect with someone who already has a home studio, or even better, a proper studio. This is something that is really important. You try to like try to avoid for paying for proper big studio time as much as possible. I mean, especially if you're like kind of a beginner, because that is gonna be quite expensive if you like keep going there a lot, because you obviously have to record a lot of music in order to actually get your career popping. So this example is specifically about like rap artists, but you know, everything pretty much applies to other genres too. So what about the beats, the instrumentals that you're gonna be recording your vocals to? You either buy them online, it's easy to find. You can go to YouTube and then just like find a cool beat and then buy it, or there are like tons of these other sites that you can buy beats from, really easy, just Google it. Or you can try to connect with the producer, maybe in real life or just online, and then build maybe a more long-lasting relationship. And that might be also a nice way to maybe get more beats, more instrumentals for cheaper, like long term. And what about mix and master? Well, if you're just a beginner, just learn the basics yourself. And marketing for beginners is quite simple. It is just make content, because it's free and you can do as much volume, as much content as you want with it. So just do a lot of that. Simple. Okay, let's move to a more advanced situation. So this is when you as an artist are more serious and you're looking to invest more in it and get good return on investment. And these are not in order, but the first things I would invest in would be a proper mixing and mastering engineer, because this is basically the best and only way you can get your sound quality to level up, to be able to compete with like big label, big artists, quality wise. I mean, if you're just a beginner and you don't know anything about mix and mastering, it's kind of probably difficult to tell. But even beginners can tell if you listen to your friends' SoundCloud song that they mixed and mastered themselves, and compare that to some big artists like Travis Scott's Drake song, you can hear that there is a obvious difference with the quality, and that's all because of the mixing and mastering engineer. So that is something that I think will be definitely good return on investment for your sound quality, because that is gonna separate you from the newbies that obviously their music sounds like they are just like getting started. And then the important thing is marketing. I would invest in clipping, I would invest in ads or promoting your Instagram page or whatever, just paid marketing basically, because this has the most like direct return. The more you market, the more people are gonna find you, and the more people are gonna be streaming you and buying your products and giving you more money. So marketing is the like first things you want to invest on. And also a really important thing is to invest in your own product. And this is basically something that you're gonna be selling to your fans, so you can actually make some money. And you might think that, oh, well, streams and performing, that's like where artists get money. No. We don't focus on that. I just want our artists to be able to sit on their ass at home all day, every day, and just make money online. Like, that's the goal here. So this can be anything you sell digitally. This can be merch, or like I've talked a lot about, is my favorite one that I teach about my school community, link in description. Having a community as an artist, meaning that the fans will come to this community and they will pay for you to be in there, and then you will offer them different things, exclusive access, exclusive content, and only the sky is the limit. So this is something that is gonna cost a bit, but it's super important. Actually, this is something you want to do as early as possible, even in the beginner stage, because this is so important. You want to be able to make money as early as possible, even if you're starting out. Like, let's say you're just starting out, you made your first 1-2 songs and you're getting like one fan, and this fan is like really into your music, but there's nothing they can like buy from you. So basically leaving money on the table the later you do this. So this is something that you should have ready as early as possible, and it honestly doesn't cost much, and it's super important. It's gonna pay itself back right like super fast, but really important. So these are the essentials. A bonus thing you could invest on is your home setup, or your like software plugins you use, that kind of stuff. But that's just the bonus. This is the important stuff: mix and mastering engineer, clipping, ads, and your product. Preferably the product will be in the beginner stage already. But yeah, check out my free Music Beats community in the description. And there on the premium calls, I will be teaching and helping you personally on everything basically you need help with. And I will help you to create your own artist community for your fans. Check out this video next. I think this will be really helpful, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.